My name's Gina Cargile, and I have a private practice. I do counseling with people, and I do really like deep healing work, but also understanding your own brain.
So Gina Cargile, who is this month's mentor, gave us a 5-day challenge to help entrepreneurs create resilience, because there are going to be so many different times where you just doubt yourself and you just want to give up. Those experiences are still happening to me today, and having this tool belt that Gina had created for us is so powerful in that it helps you move forward. Today's day one. I'm gonna show you how I use her tool. Actually, I'm not gonna go day by day with you, just because the whole goal of these challenges is to really develop your tool belt. So when you're living real life and you're going through these different types of emotions, you'll know how to pull from that tool belt that you're developing and use them in real life.
Oftentimes when people are searching for somebody to work with, they might be really interested in like Reiki and chakras and stuff like that. Or they might be like, no, I just want to know like what is happening in my brain, what's happening with my neurotransmitters, what's happening with chemicals, how does the brain work? I think we used to think that it was more separate, but it's more like full circle. And so I try to meet people where they are.
I felt like brain dumping was very appropriate. It's Monday right now. There's a lot of thoughts going through my head. I have some personal things that I'm dealing with too, and kind of like sorting through that mental clutter. Brain dumping is so helpful. So when I did the first challenge, there are actually other women who contributed to the online forum, which you can be part of as well. But they shared how they used the brain dump exercise. One of the girls had put, how am I feeling? So the three categories that I ended up with this brain dump is what I want to get done, what I need to get done, and how am I feeling? And this was actually really helpful, because I've noticed that I feel very overwhelmed, but I also feel very ambitious. And if you have your own business, I'm sure you can attest to this, that when you have this feeling, you can easily lead to burnout. So recognizing how I'm feeling right now and all of the plans that I have for my business, I also need to schedule in slowing down, logging off, making sure that I watch Netflix tonight and have a pint of ice cream and just having fun with my business and not being so focused on the task list, if you know what I mean. So I just realized that one of my daily rituals that I do is actually in Gina's workbook. So I'm just gonna walk you through what my Monday looks like. Normally every Monday I'll sit down and I'll plan out my whole week if it's a good week.
Micro decisions are really, it's just all the little decisions. And this comes from this idea of willpower depletion, which is we only have so much willpower throughout the day. And if we have a lot we have to do, then if we can eliminate some of these decisions, then we have more presence, more willpower, more motivation for the things that we have to do. Breathing is one of the very few things that we can consciously control, but is also an unconscious function. And so that thought sort of travels through the subconscious part of the brain, and it helps to regulate everything because it's something that we can choose to do. And so that is one of the reasons why it's just so beneficial, because we can forget about breathing and go and breathe. But when we think about breathing, we're telling our whole system what to do. We're telling our system to calm down. We're telling our system to become present. We're telling ourselves to focus in on this breath.
So Chief and I are back home, and I don't know if you do this pretty often too, if you just break your routine. Let me know how you feel when you do that, because I know how I feel right now. It's just really refreshed. And it also reminds you how freeing life can be if you allow yourself to do things that are not normally expected. But when I was going to go support local and grab my coffee at Island Brew, what was interesting was that was the time that I would normally go into the office, and the employer I used to work for lives in that neighborhood. So driving on that path at that specific time made me feel a certain way. Like, it just kind of reminded me how much I've grown since then and how much I've allowed myself to grow. I feel like if I was still stuck in the mindset of scarcity, that I wouldn't pursue my dreams in starting a business, which I'm doing now. And now that I'm doing that, I have control of my time. You know, I can take Chief on a long walk if I wanted to. I can go grab a nice coffee at my favorite coffee place. I can sit down and record a video for another half hour if I wanted to. So when I think of success, I sometimes have to remind myself that my definition of success is happening right now. It may not be in the scale that I want it to be at, but I think that's the whole point of the journey. You know, it's you have to recognize the gratitude that's in your days now. So when you do reach your next levels of success, you'll have that healthy habit of acknowledging where you are and being grateful for what you have now, and you're not always chasing the carrot, if you know what I mean. The idea of this vlog is to show you how I'm using the tools that our mentor Gina Cargile gave us during our 5-day challenge. And I'm trying to think, so far I've done 3 out of the 4, and it's only the second day of the week. It's only Tuesday. And that's the whole point. You know, you just kind of go throughout your day and you just see how you feel, and depending on where you're at, use a tool that will help you through it quicker. Because there's no doubt that as an entrepreneur, you're gonna have moments in time where you're gonna doubt yourself, people are gonna doubt you, and you just need to know how to push past those negative thoughts in your head and keep moving forward.
So actually it's in the knees, and I didn't actually write that because it just seemed easier to start with the hands. So you start, and then you notice your shoulders dropping into it, and then just let your knees go and bounce. And then you just have to let go and just close your eyes. And usually you're not doing it in front of other people. And your arms if you kind of like connect your knees and your shoulders and let your shoulders start like moving into that shake. Right? And they kind of start going forward and backward a little bit. And your knees are just like bouncing up and down. And you can be breathing in and out, and it just, I don't know, I guess you got to try it.
And that's a wrap. It's only Thursday, and I already did all 4 of the exercises that Gina recommended for us in the 5-day challenge. And let me tell you, I do it whenever I recognize that I'm slipping into old thought habits, or whenever I feel like I'm not motivated, these exercises really help you build the resilience as an entrepreneur and to keep continuing to work on your business. Your only job as an entrepreneur is to dust yourself off and keep moving forward. Staying true to the vision that you have is the best thing that you can do for yourself and for your community. You really empower other people when you decide to pursue your dreams. Life is short, and I think 2020 really helped us recognize that. So if you found value in this 5-day resilience challenge, join us online. It's completely free. I'll link below where you can sign up. The best part about this, in addition to the interviews with Gina Cargile, with the worksheet and with the workbook that we created together, you also have an online community with like-minded women where you can bounce ideas off one another, you can hear other people's experiences, and really feel that sense of community. By joining our online community as well, you will be one of the first people to know when we have open enrollment for our Oaken Pine Society. Every so often we do like a flash open enrollment. Otherwise, we do have 2 big open enrollments throughout the year. So if this is your jam and if you enjoy personal and professional development with other female entrepreneurs, then this is the society for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.